A good day. This is Matt Dibb here at the FleetWeather Operations Center. And today is November the 18th. We're at about 15 Zulu. Going to do a quick rundown here on Tropical Cyclone 05S in the Timor Sea, moving very slowly off towards the east-northeast, currently at about 4 knots. With maximum sustained winds of 40 knots, gusting to 50 knots. And we can see over the next few days a general slow east-northeast motion before the system bends around and heads southeast and then loops back around towards the southwest over the next week. And some slow intensifications expected while the system remains over water in the shorter term. We'll have to watch for some weakening trends as it interacts with land on this expected track, and then may intensify a bit again once back over water. Look at the latest satellite imagery courtesy of SIMS. We could see some good convection associated with the system near the low-level center. Does look like it is moving very slowly, as we had mentioned before, but some squalls also extending away from the center, affecting the Cherbourg Peninsula and Melville Island at this point. And the system is slowly moving off towards the east and northeast. We looked at the official track, but we also do like to look at some of the ensemble guidance. And this is a like super ensemble guidance, courtesy of Polar Weather, where we can kind of get an idea of the ensemble mean track and then all the other different members of where it could go, and some of the probabilities overlaid on top of that. So we do see that there is some spread, but there is a good probability, 60 to 60% or better here on the track. Heading east-northeast and then southwestward. We do like to look at some ensemble trends to see how things have been over the last few days, and we can see from some of the lighter colors here, which were some of the ensemble tracks, the mean trends, mean tracks rather, over the couple of days ago, where it may have had the system turning more towards the south sooner, where now some of the more recent guidance has the system going a little east-northeastward a little bit longer. So something to watch, especially in systems where the track has a lot of uncertainty. We do like to look at some of the trend. Forecast model guidance for intensity for the system. We do notice that there is, as we saw, a lot of the models indicating that the forecast is for the system to strengthen. And then we do notice that dip where there probably is some land interaction. And some of the models do have it re-intensifying. For some of the ones that don't, that could be some of the ones that had the forecast track remaining over land, as we saw in some of the ensemble guidance. Now taking a look at our in-house podium platform with the GFS model overlaid here and the official forecast track, as we can see as we work through the 19th here. Increase in winds and seas in the Timor Sea. Some of the ports affected further north in Palau, Yamdena, and we'll be then watching some of the ports as the system does loop back around across the northern portions of the Northern Territory, as well as northern Western Australia, with some of the ports being highlighted here as Darwin, Melville, and Wyndham. And then we will also be watching in the long range, if it does materialize that the system does get back over open water, some of the FPSO and offshore terminals over here could be effective in the very long range. But in the short and medium term, we'll be watching for some potential surgy conditions with some storm surge with this system as it does pass to the north of Cherbourg Peninsula and Melville Island as we approach the later 20th and the 21st GMT. And then continues to move off towards the west-southwest. We will continue to monitor closely here at the FleetWeather Operations Center. Everybody stay connected and safe. Have a great rest of your day.